Today's lesson is going to be teaching you how to figure out what key a song is in. We've talked about key signatures, and today I'm going to show you how to know if the song is in a major key or minor key and what those key signatures are. So we're just going to go through some of the key signatures. This is the keys that have sharps in them, and I have it in treble clef and bass clef to show you. So the first one I have is this is the key signature for C major and A minor. It doesn't have any sharps or flats. And if you look at the end of the song, if the last note is a C, then it's most likely going to be in C major if it has this key signature. If the last note is A, it's most likely going to be A minor. The tonic will be the A. So the C major would sound like this. It would be Do would be our tonic. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So that's our major. If it is in minor and the tonic is La or A, it would be La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. The next one we have is where we have an F sharp. And this is the easy thing to remember about keys that are sharps. Whatever the sharp, the last sharp in the key signature is, that represents the T in our scale. So this is G, would be our F sharp. That would be T, Do, so Do would be our tonic. That's a G. And the minor would be, that's Do, La, would be the minor. So if the last note in the song is an E, and it has this key signature, then it's going to be an E minor. If the last note is a G, it's most likely going to be in the key of G major. Okay? So let's look at the next one. I'm not going to sing every one of these. I'm just going to show them to you. The next one has two sharps. Now, the other thing to know is that if you see a key signature with one sharp in it, it's always going to be F sharp. It's not going to be any of the other ones. It's always going to follow this order. The first one sharp will be F sharp. If it has two sharps, it'll be F sharp and C sharp. And so the C sharp is the T. So here's our C sharp. So it would be T, Do, so C sharp, D, it would be in the key of D. So we have F sharp and C sharp. Now, an easy way to do this is just to look at the last sharp and just go up to the next note, go a half step up. So from C sharp to D, that's our key. D major, if it's the last note in the song is a B and it has this key signature, then it's probably in the key of B minor. The next one, we have F sharp and C sharp. Look, it goes in pattern. There's the F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And so this one, the G, if you go up a half step from the last sharp, we've got G sharp to A. So we're in the key of A major. So that would be, here's our F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, T, Do, that's the A. If the last note is an F sharp in the song, then you're most likely in F sharp minor if it has three sharps in it. But just look at the last sharp in the song and go up a half step, and that's going to be your tonic for the major. But if you look at the last note in the song and it's not an A, if it's an F sharp, then you'll be in the minor key. And then we go on to four sharps. So we have F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And then we have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So if we go from D sharp, here's D sharp, T, Do. From D sharp to E, that's our major key. That would be the tonic. And if the last note in the song is a C sharp, that would be the La, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La. Now we'll look down at the bottom staff here. This is the bass clef. The same thing that I have written up here in the treble clef is just repeated on the bass clef. So in C major we have no sharps and flats, and that's the same thing as A minor. So our major key, our tonic is Do, so here's our C major. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, we go down 2 steps, or a minor third. Do, ti, la. That's the relative minor to C major, and that's A minor. So C, B, A, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. And there's the cat joining our lesson for just a little bit. We'll see if we can go on. Our next one has 1 sharp, F sharp, and we go up a half step to get our tonic for the major, which is G, G major, and we go down 2 steps and we have B minor. Then we have 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, C sharp to D, that's our tonic, and we have the relative minor of B minor. Then we have 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. We go up a half step to A, and that's our major. Our relative minor is F sharp minor. And the last one I have on the board for today, it's not all of the scales there are, it's just all I put up here, is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And D sharp, a half step up, is E. So that's our major, and our relative minor is C sharp minor. So that's just a little introduction to how to figure out what key a song is in. And just remember that we always have to look at what the last note is in the song and to determine whether it's going to be in the major key or in the minor key. So if the last note of the song, let's say it was this key signature, if the last note were D, then it would be in D major. If the last note is B minor, it's most likely going to be in, if the last note was B, it's most likely going to be in B minor. See you tomorrow.